I'm gonna start rapping, man. And everybody gonna be saying, man, I'm being Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy. Y'all must have forgot. Yeah. Nah, I can't rap though, y'all. I always been the fighter. I play sports though. I play any sport. I play any sports. Yeah. For sure. We in the rapper session.
I like this one, bro.
I can't rap, man.
Well, I'm dressed, I just got work, bro. We got jobs too.
Yeah, I can't rap. That's what I'm saying. So I gotta stick to what I know. I beat people up.
Oh God.
I beat people up.
Man.
You know what I mean? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. At 12, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Canelo.
Why?
Man, yeah, we still alive.
Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez just shook up the boxing world with an explosive live press conference. After years of heated exchanges and rising tension, their long-awaited fight is finally set. When these two pound-for-pound greats came face to face, the energy in the room skyrocketed. But the real shock? Crawford hit Alvarez with a bold statement that left him completely speechless. Let's break down exactly what happened.
From 147 to 168, and the win become undisputed. Wow.
I want to go up to 68. So, so who would you fight at 68? Canelo?
If he win, or Charlo, the winner.
Wow. That would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
I don't need to take that fight because then everybody's gonna say it's too small, and then, he need to enjoy his fight.
Okay,
He deserve it. He deserve it. I like Spence, but I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is different. 168, but like I say, like he say, nobody's gonna give me credit for it.
This fight has been building up for years, and the excitement couldn't be higher. Both fighters are icons in the sport. Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight champion, holds an impressive record of 62 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws with 39 knockouts. On the other side, Terence Crawford remains undefeated, boasting 40 wins with 31 knockouts. He has dominated every division he has entered, proving time and time again why he is among the best in the game.
Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Magno.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as...
This isn't just another fight. It's about legacy. Fans have spent years wondering if these two would ever step into the ring together, and now it's finally happening. With both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford at the peak of their careers, this fight is set to define their legacies in the sport of boxing.
Like Al-Sheikh say that he's sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then
the moment Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez walked on stage, the tension was undeniable. This wasn't just a typical press event, it was the long-anticipated showdown. Ever since Crawford's dominant win over Errol Spence Jr. in 2023, which solidified his status as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters, critics have debated whether he has truly faced the toughest competition. That's where Canelo comes in. As the undisputed super middleweight champ, he thrives on challenges and is ready to silence any remaining doubts.
Terence Crawford was Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
From the second their eyes met, the intensity was off the charts. Canelo Alvarez stood firm, arms crossed, with his signature smirk creeping in. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford stayed cool, but the fire in his eyes was unmistakable. The crowd went silent, hanging on to every moment. Then, Canelo made his move. He called Crawford out, saying, "You've been dodging me for years. You know it, I know it, and so do the fans." But now, there's nowhere to run. No more excuses. The audience went wild. Crawford, who had kept his composure until then, leaned in, fists clenched, ready to fire back.
9-0.
9-0. How old are you?
25.
How old?
25, yeah.
25 years old?
Yeah.
What weight are you in?
В каком весе? Есть переводчик. Lightweight.
Lightweight?
Yeah.
Where were you on the
Doesn't
Contender
matter.
Series? The Contender Series just ended. Where were you?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
You ready?
Give me a chance, please. Yeah. Doesn't matter. UFC. Can't tell them.
Dodging you? Please. I've been ready. You're the one who's been waiting for the perfect time. Well, guess what? That time is now, and you're not going to like what's coming. And just like that, the battle lines were drawn. What followed was pure fireworks, a heated exchange so intense it felt like a scene straight out of a blockbuster movie. Words flew back and forth at lightning speed, and even the reporters struggled to keep up with the fire erupting on that stage.
Easy work. I heard him say, "I'm easy work." If I was easy work, well, you know, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his life.
Crawford, just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights class less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this. And
as the back and forth escalated, the entire atmosphere changed. What started as a typical promotional event quickly turned into an all-out verbal war. Canelo Alvarez didn't hold back, accusing Terence Crawford of carefully picking easier opponents. But Crawford wasn't about to let that slide. He fired right back, calling out Canelo for avoiding the toughest competition during his reign at the top.
Weight classes, like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and
Security had to step in before things got even more heated, but the message was clear. This fight is personal. Neither Terence Crawford nor Canelo Alvarez is backing down. The energy in the room was electric, and the internet exploded instantly. Social media has been buzzing ever since, with fans and analysts flooding the web with reactions, heated debates, and non-stop memes. This fight has set the stage for one of the biggest rivalries in boxing history.
Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything. So
on one side, Team Crawford stands strong, confident that their fighter is the true pound-for-pound king, ready to cement his legacy by taking down Canelo Alvarez. On the other, Canelo's loyal fan base is just as passionate, insisting that his experience, power, and ring IQ will be too much for Crawford to handle.
We're going to be able to bridge this weight gap.
I don't think he can, in all honesty. I mean, he might not be able to bridge it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
one weight class.
68, yeah, but you're coming up from 35, 35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many. And 68 is definitely too many. But Crawford's brilliant. Like, he's a genius. He's a generational great. So maybe he can find a way to do it. But I feel he'd be hugely outsized against Canelo Alvarez. But you have to use your movement if you're Terence Crawford in that fight. The last thing you want to do is stand and trade. He'd be moving a lot in that fight, trust me. I'm not saying he'd be running, but he would be moving a lot. Of course.
That's the brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo. Yeah. Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, is his weight. Yeah. And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better, you know what I'm saying? But, Crawford is a legend, bro. Yeah. And like I said,
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, you name it, every platform is on fire with predictions and passionate fan debates. One fan boldly tweeted, "Crawford's about to give Canelo a boxing lesson." Moments later, another fired back, Canelo's sending Crawford back to welterweight in tears. It's clear this fight has the entire boxing world split, with fans taking sides and no one willing to back down.
Incline.